Okay. Just trying to think what happened. Ladies' toilets. Did a little bit of stuff with the dowsing rods. Asked a few questions, got yes and no answers. One of the questions that we asked was, "Are you Thomas Blamey?" We got a yes response. I'm trying to think what else we asked now. We asked where he was in the room, and the rods kind of pointed off to the end of the corridor. We asked a few other questions, and it seemed to be following someone off around the room. I really can't concentrate.
Ladies' toilets. Didn't get anything again, other than a draft that we all felt going down the corridor. Did the scrying bit, and we didn't get anything from that either.
First impressions were down the far end of the corridor away from the camera. It was definitely a lot colder. There was an open window down there, but it went down 2 degrees, which it wasn't like that when we first went in. Saying that, probably the most thing that happened to me was during the second call out when we were all holding hands. My knees went extremely weak and buckled a couple of times. I couldn't stand up straight at all and felt very lightheaded. Definitely heard some sort of sigh at the far end of the corridor and footsteps and maybe even the sound of marching vaguely. That's what we heard.
Okay, in the first location, which was the ladies' loos, spent some time sitting, just settling down, and then a little while later when we were doing some dowsing experiments, I suddenly got the huge sensation of just absolute despair, feeling of lost and looking for someone. And I felt finding myself was actually still quite happy, but I just burst into tears for no reason. The same things happened again when we were doing 2 different vigils. For no reason, I just got very, very upset and started crying. But I felt fine in myself. There you go.
My experience in the ladies' toilet was that when we first arrived it was quite quiet, didn't really pick up on anything. During our seance when we were holding hands I felt like I kept hearing a very, very faint shouting, sounded like a lady's voice, and I had a pain, a pressure in my right leg at the back. That was about all I personally picked up on.
Felt pressure in my head, light stomach pressure, mainly when we were doing the vigils.